We have a full card on Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. I mean, I just looked down the list. I want to thank Madison Square Garden, Jim Dolan, a good friend, a great fan of boxing, who are our hosts for this event on Saturday night, and will be our hosts again December 3rd for the welterweight championship between Miguel Cotto and Antonio Margarito. When I first started with Muhammad Ali in 1966. And then Ali had some fights and then couldn't fight because of the draft situation and the conviction that was overturned. And it wasn't until 1970 that he was able to return to New York. And that's when Top Rank was organized for Muhammad Ali's fight December 7th, 1970 in Madison Square Garden against Oscar Ringo Bonavena, an Argentine heavyweight who was one of the best. And after Bonavena, that was a great fight, and Ali finally knocked him out in the last round. Bonavena almost had Ali out. It was a great, great fight. I became a promoter for many Argentine fighters. Probably the greatest middleweight in my era. I mean, I came after Sugar Ray Robinson, but the greatest middleweight in my era, Carlos Monzon, was a delight to promote, a tremendous fighter. Victor Galindez, the light heavyweight champion, I also promoted. And many other Argentine fighters. Juan Roldan, the first man to knock Marvin Hagler down. But we have here a new representative of HBO, a terrific young man. I met him first in the Philippines. He came over to do a story on Manny training in Baguio. He'll be a great addition to boxing and to HBO. Please welcome the Director of Sports Programming at HBO, Peter Nelson.
This lineup of boxing programming, just to get to what my job is, it all begins this Saturday at 10 p.m. with the premiere episode of 24/7 Pacquiao Marquez. At 10:30, we'll head over to the theater at Madison Square Garden, start the broadcast.
So please welcome one of the great fighters in the world today, Omar Narvaez.
Primero saludar, decir buenas tardes a todos y muy contento de estar aquí.
First of all, I want to say hello to everybody. Good afternoon, and I'm very happy to be here.
Contento de esta posibilidad que me han dado de poder venir a pelear.
Nonito Donaire.
Thank you, Bob Arum, HBO, Peter. I didn't even know I was drinking Peter in Las Vegas, and I didn't know Peter was the HBO guy. You know, hey, you want a beer? I'll buy you a beer. Okay, whatever. But that's good to know, Peter. Peter's a good friend now, so. But anyways, buenas tardes todos. That's everybody, right? Buenas tardes. Welcome, you guys from Argentina. First of all, I want to thank Bob Arum once more, Top Rank, HBO, Madison Square Garden for giving me this opportunity, you know, and Omar for taking this fight, you know, with me, and this is going to be an incredible fight. First off, I wanted to say that this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I'll be working with Keep a Breast Foundation to spread awareness of breast cancer and having a healthy lifestyle. So I'm wearing pink, some type of pink anyway. Well, for this fight, we're very excited to be given this opportunity in Madison Square Garden, you know, to be part of history. As I was talking with my strength trainer, Michael Basel, we talked about how great Madison Square Garden is. the history that he goes through, from Jack Dempsey to just the great Italian fighters, the great Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson. I mean, just you name it. The history has its place. I mean, the place has his history. Is what I'm trying to say. All right, I gotta calm myself down. I'm rumbling on again, but anyways, it gives me great pleasure actually. So to go to the fight, Narvaez is a tremendous fighter. He is very, very, very experienced. He has a great heart and he knows how to win. One thing about Narvaez is, you may not see who he is then, but he has a good track record of being a champion. And he's just he's not just a nobody. He is a legend in Argentina. And I know that's why we are working really hard with my team, with Robert, Victor, and Remy to train the very best of what we can do in training, is because we know that Narvaez is coming in with his pride as an Argentina champion, and that's what you say is a scary fighter, is because they represent themselves. They have their people, their heart, and their nation behind them, and he has it in his heart to fight, and that's why I can't take him lightly. One thing that he does have is experience over me, and it's really gonna be a very interesting fight. It's something that we try to plan things out to be ahead of them, to be smarter, to be faster, to be stronger. But I know that they are training the same way for me. But I too have my own pride. As a Filipino fighter, I have my pride of the Philippines, the Filipino fighters, the Filipino people, the Filipino community in the tri-state, and from the west to the east and all around the world who are working. We want to bring that pride as well, and be proud that night that I give it all. And that's what I'm going to do, is give it all in that fight this Saturday. And as well as the boxing fan, the Latino fans, the Mexican fans. We have fans all around, and I truly appreciate that. And this is for boxing. I love boxing, and I know that Omar and I will give boxing back its glory days by fighting our hearts and by representing our country. And I think that you will see a great fight coming Saturday, because we do have our own dreams, and I know he has his and I have mine, but I want to be back in Big Apple, and this is where I want to stay. And I know that he wants to take my belt, so he has his own agenda, I have my own agenda. But one thing is for sure, I'm willing to go to war, he's willing to go to war, and it's just going to be exciting. And I'm just very excited to get this opportunity to fight with the great champion. It fills me up when I fight great fighters like Narvaez and like Montiel. So to that, I thank you, Omar. Great respect to you. Gran Campeón, is that how you say it? Gran Campeón from Argentina. And as you know, Argentina has a lot of champions, that Martinez, Maidana, and then they come in really tough, as you can see with Baldomir. He is very tough. So we know that we expect a lot from Omar. That's toughness, experience, and everything that he got. But we work really hard, and it's gonna be a very fun fight. But we thank everyone here for just being here and for participating in this. And it's part of history, and I'm glad to be part of Madison Square Garden history.
Down the middle.